Idioms. Idioms add color to any language. They are known to add spice to the otherwise normal language. As a result, conversations become more interesting. Quite often, they serve as prime ingredients for jokes. So, what is an idiom? An idiom is a commonly used expression whose meaning does not relate to the literal meaning of its words. Consider these sentences. He is armed to the teeth. Does this sentence mean that he is carrying a knife in his teeth? Definitely not. It means that he is fully prepared for whatever scenario awaits him. This idiom came into origin in the 1600s when the pirates used to keep weapons even in between their teeth as a backup option. The exam was a piece of cake. This sentence means that the exam was very easy, just as a piece of cake that melts down our throat as soon as we put it inside our mouth. This idiom originated in the 1870s when cakes were given out as prizes for winning competitions. He got cold feet before entering the stage. The third sentence means that he got nervous before entering the stage. When your feet is cold, you cannot move forward or backward. In the same way, the idiom got cold feet means to be too fearful to complete an action. The world of idioms is vast. Knowing a variety of idioms will make your conversation more interesting and your jokes more witty. More importantly, it will help you do well in aptitude exams where you will be given a particular idiom and asked to find its meaning. In this lesson, we are going to look at a few idioms that are commonly used in our daily life. I must remind you that you should not stop with this video. It pays to learn more idioms which can be used in daily conversation. Here, we will look at a few idioms involving animals, a few that involve human body, a few about life and death, and a few about hope and happiness. In the end, we will look at 5 must-know idioms commonly used in daily life. Animal idioms. Let's look at a few idioms involving other animals and insects. When pigs fly. The phrase, when pigs fly, refers to something that is highly unlikely to ever happen. For example, imagine this common conversation between 2 roommates. Me, I might wake up early tomorrow morning to prepare for the exam. Roommate, yeah, you will do that when pigs fly. Let sleeping dogs lie. The meaning of this idiom is to leave things as they are, especially to avoid restarting or rekindling an old argument, to leave disagreements in the past. Chicken out, meaning to decide not to do something out of fear. The word chicken is often used to denote someone who lacks courage. That is how this idiom originated. Here is an example usage of this idiom. They wanted to go on with the plan, but he chickened out at the last moment. Hold your horses. This idiom relates to ancient wars, where the horses formed a major part of the army. The term hold your horses back then would mean wait before advancing the army. Nowadays, this idiom is used to mean wait and be patient. You can use this idiom in real life in many situations. For example, hold your horses. I'll be done in the washroom in a minute. Get the lion's share, meaning get the greatest percentage. The idiom originated from old Aesop fables in which the lion, being the king of the forest, demanded a larger share of meat. The idiom has good applications in life. For example, my aunt got the lion's share of the inheritance. For some reason, the cat has been the prime character of many idioms in English. Let's look at a few common ones. Let the cat out of the bag. This idiom means to reveal a secret. This idiom used in a sentence would look like this. We had planned a surprise party for Donna, but some guy she works with let the cat out of the bag, so now she knows. Bell the cat, meaning to do a difficult job. The idiom is based on an Aesop fable where a group of rats decide to bell the cat so that they can hear whenever she moves. Someone has to bell the cat and tell the commissioner that his own people started the violence. Raining cats and dogs, meaning raining heavily. In 2015, when Chennai city was hit by floods, the situation could be expressed as, it's raining cats and dogs in Chennai. A cat nap, meaning a short sleep. Who doesn't like taking a cat nap in the afternoon just after lunch? An example sentence would be, I'm going to take a cat nap until the train arrives. Copycat, meaning a person who does the same thing as someone else. My sister is such a copycat. First, she bought the same car as me and now she's applying to my school. There are a lot of idioms about life and death. Let us look at a few of them. Kick the bucket, meaning to die. The origin of this idiom is unclear, but popular thought is that in earlier times, people were hanged by placing them on a bucket, and when the person dies, he kicks the bucket, and that is how the idiom took birth. Example usage, his grandfather kicked the bucket when he was 11. Bun in the oven, meaning being pregnant. It sure is a funny way of saying someone is pregnant. This sentence in practice would look like this. I hear Wendy's got a bun in the oven. Pushing daisies, meaning to die. The idea behind the idiom is that after you get buried, you act as fertilizer for daisies from beneath the earth. Definitely not a pleasant thought. An example sentence is, he better be careful or he'll be pushing daisies by year's end. Dropping like flies, meaning to die. You might remember this dialogue by Tyrion in the Game of Thrones. Be careful, kings are dropping like flies these days. Wormfoot, meaning to die. It is common knowledge that after you die, you become food for the worms when you get buried. Not a comforting thought, but true. Sample usage. He will become wormfoot unless he obeys the gang leader. Well, enough of that. Let's look at a few idioms on hope and happiness. Idioms on hope and happiness. There are quite a few idioms on spreading hope and happiness. Let us look at a few. Light at the end of the tunnel, meaning hope after a long period of sadness. Only after 10 years of struggle did she start seeing some light at the end of the tunnel. On cloud nine, meaning be extremely happy. According to weather experts, the ninth cloud is the cumulonimbus type cloud, which are greatly attractive and at the same time the highest in the sky. So, when you're happy, you are supposedly on the highest cloud. An example usage, she has been on cloud 9 ever since he proposed to her. Every cloud has a silver lining, meaning in every bad situation there is something good. Even after heavy showers, you will see a thin silver lining beyond the clouds, which is nothing but the outline of the sun. Sun denotes hope. An example usage. Bill Gates was not getting good grades in his school, but every cloud has a silver lining. He brought the revolution in computer field and he is the best known entrepreneur in the world. Keep your chin up, meaning remain cheerful in a difficult situation. Example usage is, I know you have a difficulty finding a job, but you will have to keep your chin up and continue trying. There are plenty of fish in the sea, meaning there are other choices. For learning English, there are plenty of fish in the sea like books, private tutors, online tutors, websites, etc. Now let us look at a few idioms involving the human body. Body idioms. All ears, meaning fully listening. Give me a minute to finish my work and then I'll be all ears to hear about your project. Head over heels, meaning deeply in love. Originally, head over heels meant doing a somersault, as footballers often do after scoring a goal. The phrase nowadays means to be deeply in love. My brother is head over heels for his new girlfriend. Keep an eye on, meaning take care of. Watch in order to protect. I'll keep an eye on the dinner while you're on the phone. Let one's hair down, meaning relax, have fun. Girls usually untie their hair when they're relaxed and happy. That is the origin of this idiom. The idiom used in a sentence would look like, go to the cottage and let your hair down this weekend. Pull one's leg, meaning joke or tease someone. This idiom has a criminal background. In the olden days in London, pickpocketers used to walk around with a wire in their hands, which they would use to trip people up, making pickpocketing easier. Nowadays, it has come to mean to tease or make fun of someone. I was just pulling your leg. I'm not really a police officer. Many idioms revolve around the heart. This organ, which just pumps blood to all parts of our body, poetically denotes love and courage. Let us look at a few heart idioms. Heart idioms. A broken heart, meaning love failure. All he had after 24 years of life were empty pockets and a broken heart. From the bottom of my heart, meaning deeply felt. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Lose heart, meaning get frustrated, give up. Do not lose heart, my child, life's tough. A change of heart, meaning change of decision. He had a change of heart right before the wedding. Have a heart of gold, meaning kind. He helps everyone. He has a heart of gold. Now it is time to look at a few commonly used idioms. Must-know idioms. There are 5 very popular idioms that we use in daily life. Let us look at each of them. Cool as a cucumber, meaning be cool, not get scared. Even in hot weather, the inside of cucumber would be approximately 20 degrees cooler than the outside air. This fact gave birth to this cool idiom. An example sentence, boss was shouting, but he sat there as cool as a cucumber. Sitting on the fence, meaning undecided between 2 choices. You may either jump here or there. You haven't decided. I'm still sitting on the fence 3 years after completing BTech. Icing on the cake, meaning double happiness. The cake itself denotes sweetness, and an icing on the cake adds to the sweetness. The sentence in usage would look like, the final results were like an icing on the cake after getting placed. Couch potato, meaning a lazy person. Many people spend their lives living on the couch, the only exercise being walks from the couch to fridge and back. Such lazy beings are called couch potatoes. Spend 4 years living life like this and you will become a couch potato. Cry over spilt milk, meaning think back on past mistake. The milk is already spilt, there is no point crying about it. There's no point crying over spilt milk. It wasn't your mistake. So, we went through a lot of idioms in this lesson, which can be used in various situations in life. Now, it's up to you to use them in your day-to-day talk. Use more idioms and your conversation would become more witty and interesting. Also, remember to look up more idioms yourself as covering a good range of idioms will help you score well in aptitude tests.
What does the idiom "a hot potato" mean? A lazy person, a short-tempered person, a popular disputed issue, an unsolved question. A hot potato means a well-talked about issue that is disputed. The legality of abortion is a hot potato in many countries around the world. Therefore, the right answer for this question is a popular disputed issue. Option C is the correct answer. What does the idiom "have a soft spot" mean? Options: have a weakness, have affection for someone, have an innate desire, have a grudge against someone. Have a soft spot means feel a strong liking for someone. My brother used to have a soft spot for a girl in his class. He found something about her very appealing and always wanted to be with her. Therefore, the meaning of this idiom is have affection for someone. Option B is the correct answer. What does the idiom "I'll eat my hat" mean? Options: I don't believe you, I am ravished, I am a magician, I do not know the answer. The meaning of this idiom is an expression of not believing something very strongly. If you're really able to climb that 8 feet wall by yourself, then I'll eat my hat. The answer for this question is I don't believe you. What does the idiom "loose cannon" mean? Options: unfit, dangerous, unsolved mystery, unbelievable act. A loose cannon means somebody whose activities are uncommon and out of control. He was a loose cannon and could not be risked in front of the press. Therefore, the answer for this question is dangerous. What does the idiom "lend me your ear" mean? Options: ask for help, ask for attention, a threat, ask for support. Meaning, ask for someone's full attention. Lend me a ear and I will tell you about my adventures in the mountains. Therefore, the meaning for this idiom is ask for attention.